This is your math class, chapter number 10, Geometry Basics. In this video, we will be discussing regarding the basic concept of geometry. This is the page number 143. At your right hand side, there are some figures such as the straight lines. These are mainly line segments. Clear? Straight line segments, we can say also in line. In this way we can draw a line. Mainly these are the line segments. These are the curved line. These are not straight lines or line segments. Straight lines here it is wrong. Clear? The correct words should be written line segment. Curved line, these are the curved. This is the open shaped structure in geometry because it has an opening. This one, opening. And these are the closed geometrical figures having no opening. These are the enclosed ones. The first very concept about the basic geometry is the polygons. What are polygons? Polygons are closed plane figures. I repeat, polygons are in geometrical sense closed plane figures composed of a finite number of straight line segments, not line, straight line segments. What are the examples? Triangle, square, this is the square, this is the triangle, or we can say the rectangle also, pentagon, hexagon, etc. These are the geometrical figures. We can say these are all the polygons. In your book you can discover this is the polygon, this one is also, and this one is also. To form a polygon we need to have at least two things, and these are the two arms or sides and the vertex. That is the common point. If I say this one is the first arm, this one is the second one, horizontal second one, and the vertical arm is the first one. These are the two sides or the two arms, and this one the common, the junction point between these two arms or sides is the common vertex. Clear? Common meeting point. These two things are necessary to form an angle. Mind it. Clear? Therefore, we can say, what is the definition of angle? At least two sides or two arms. Mainly, these are the rays or the line segments that meet at a corner to form an angle. That means an angle is formed by using at least two sides or arms, and these two sides or arms are known as the rays or the line segments, and one common corner or the point or the vertex. That's it. These are the real examples of angle, formation of angle, such as the hand. In this way we can form the angle, two sides and the common vertex. Clear? Or meeting point or the corner. In the hockey also, and in the cricket bat. Clear? Or in the legs, or in the carom board. The condition is here we need two arms or sides and a common corner to form an angle. This is your exercise 10A. Orally we can solve this type of questions which are based on to find the angle. This is the notebook, we can easily find the angle. This is the first term, this is the second term, horizontal and the vertical, and the common point is here, and in this way we can say this is the corner. There are four angles, 1, 2, 3 and the 4. Clear? At least. In this way we can also find other types of angles in different cases. This is the case for finding the angles in traditional Indian dances. These are the different posture of dancing forms, and we can easily find the angles such as this hand, in the hand, in this hand, in leg. Now your duty is to find the angle. Now come to the main point. Before discussing in detail regarding the angle, we have to first understand or need to clear our own concept regarding the very basic concepts of the geometry, and these basic concepts are known as the building blocks of the geometry. The first building block of the geometry is the point. The definition of point is, we can see in this way, that a point is something in geometrical sense that occupies the location, clear, or some space on the surface, and it is the basic unit of geometry. Mind it, point is the basic unit of geometry and it shows an exact location. And what are the characteristics of point? We can represent a point with the help of a dot. And if I give the name of this dot, suppose B, so B is the point. And generally the way of naming of any point is done by using the capital letter. You can use any capital letter of your English alphabets, clear? This is the point. What is the real example of the point? The real example is, this is the pin, this is the top portion of the pin, and this is the tip of the pin. So we can say the tip is the point in geometrical sense. The second most important term is the line. What is line? Line is a collection of points. Mind it, a collection of points. If I say this is the drawing of a line, here there are 2 points, at least 2 points we need. That's why here in the definition of line it says that a line is a collection of points going endlessly in the both directions, on the right side and on the left side, horizontally along a straight path. Therefore, we can say in easier word that a line is collection of points that will go endlessly on the both direction, on the right hand side and the left hand side, endlessly and horizontally along a straight path. Clear? Or we can say it can goes also on vertically, but endlessly. Mind it, it never end. It goes on and on. There is no ending. Clear? What is the real example? The horizon. The horizon is the real example of the line because it has no end points. It has no ending. It goes on and on endlessly on the both directions, on the right hand side and the left hand side. Clear? Now what are the characteristics of line? First is it has no beginning and it has no end. That means it has no end points. If you look here, this is the symbol of line. There is a straight path, and on the right hand side and on the left hand side there are two arrows. These two arrows signify the notion of no beginning and no ending. That means it goes on endlessly on the both directions. These arrow signs, that's why are used here to indicate the notion no beginning and the no end. That's why we can say it has no end points. This is the first characteristics or feature of the line. Second is it is generally named by using 2 points. In this diagram we can say these are the 2 points A and B, and A and B here are used to give only the name for the line. Clear? And what is the symbol through which we can draw a line? The symbol is here. A straight path, and on the both side, right hand side and the left hand side, there are 2 arrows. And these arrows indicate the endless property of the line. They are endless. This line goes on and on the both directions. Clear? And these arrowheads show that the lines goes on and on. This is the arrow and this is another arrow. Clear? And these 2 arrows will show that line is going on and on. And A and B points are here used to only identify or give the name of the line. And the real example is the horizon. The third concept regarding the very basic concept of geometry is the line segment, and it is also a part of line, but it has 2 endpoints, fixed 2 endpoints, mind it. And we name it by its endpoints. The symbol of line segment is this one, the straight path, and it has no arrows. Clear? On the both hand sides, or either on the left or on the right or either on the left side. That means line segment is arrowless geometrical entity. Clear? And in this way we can draw the line segment. These are the 2 fixed points, and it has ending and it has starting. This is the M starting and N is the ending point. That's why we can say that line segment has 2 definite points, and these 2 definite points are used to give the name for the line segments. Therefore we can say M and N are the 2 points. M is the starting and N is the end point, and Mn is the name of the line segment. What is the real example of the line segment? The tennis net, because it has 2 fixed endpoints, starting point and the end point. Now the term is ray. Ray is also a part of line, but it will have only one fixed point, starting point, but it will have no end point. Clear? It will have only one starting fixed point, but it will have no end point. That's why we can say the another point of a ray that will go on and on endlessly on one direction. The real example is an arrow. This is the fixed point, but this is the arrow sign. Clear? And this will signify the property of a ray on one direction going endlessly. Clear? The symbol that we can use to refer a ray, that is this one. It has only one fixed starting point, and this one the arrow, and this signifies the endless property of the ray on one direction. This is the way how we can draw the ray. Clear? PQ is written here, and PQ, this is the PQ ray. In this way we can write. This is the line segment, this is the ray, and this is the line. Clear? Now you have to find out the basic differences between line segment and the rays. Mind over here that line segments has both end points, starting and the end point. That's why the line segments are measurable. That means they can be easily measured. And the ray and the line, these are not measurable. That means they are not measured because they have no fixed point. Clear? They have no fixed end points. That's why they are not measurable. These are the main differences. Now the last topic of this module is the angle. As I mentioned earlier, in order to form an angle, we need at least two things. That is the two sides or arms, and these two sides or arms are known as the rays, we can say, or in another word, the line segments. Pay your proper attention here. We can say these two arms or sides are rays either or the line segments, but never say these are the line. We can say line segments or the rays. In the definition of an angle, we can say when two rays or line segments are used and have a common end point, that is the vertex, they will form the angle. Clear? Suppose just consult this diagram. It has two rays, number one RS, we can say, or SR, and the ST. But these two arms or the rays have only one common point, that is S, and this common point is known as the vertex. Clear? Over here. And the plural form of the vertex is vertices. The plural form of the vertex is vertices. Ray SR and the ST together can form an angle, and they will have common end point, that is S. Here the common end point S, and this S will be treated as the vertex of the angle. And what is the sine of angle? This one is the sine of angle. This is the sine of angle. Clear? And here S is the vertex, and RS or TS, or we can say SR or the ST, are the rays. Now SR and ST called the arms of the angle. Clear? SR and the ST, these two rays are called the arms of the angle. And alongside the angle there is one angle only. Either we can say RST angle or angle TSR. The middle letter, that is the point, is always the vertex of the angle. Here, this one, S, the middle. Clear? Thanks for watching.